Hey guys, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Friday afternoon. I remember the day of the week. I was shocked, guys, when I realized that today is Friday. I was like, oh my goodness, the week is so gone. Like I didn't see this coming. Of course, I went on holiday, came back Monday, and I'm just trying to get back to life. And now the week is done. I do not know what happened to it. So, welcome, guys. This is the show, and we are going to be talking about something important today. And we haven't talked, I think, in 2 weeks now. I went on holiday, and it was amazing. I loved Zanzibar. It was lit, and one day I will, guys, tell you what other things that happened there. Today's not that day. Today we're talking about information. So just waiting. Oh my goodness, my Instagram. I did not put on my my microphone. You guys probably can't hear me well on Instagram. Let me just put on this, and hopefully you will hear me better, and then we can start. Oh my goodness. Super guys saying looking beautiful, Boosie vacation too. Oh, thank you, child. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna put on the microphone. Sorry, guys, about that. Then we're going to start. This is so bad. Okay. Guys from Instagram, please let me know if you can hear me now. Better? Okay. And please say hello when you come in. Instagram, guys, can you hear me? Did I put on the microphone correct? Because now I'm putting it on while I'm talking, so I don't know how to. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. So, topic today, Instagram. If you have not seen the topic because you don't get the topic before, the topic today is we're talking about amadlozi and demons. Okay, so of course I should talk about this because I get asked this question every day. Busi is my grandmother that died last year, a demon now. I am scared. I'm just gonna tell you the stories I hear. I am scared of talking to my ancestors because they are demons. I am not going to talk to Amadlozi because I grew up in a church that said they are horrible. I am not going to what other things? Guys, tell me other things you've heard about Amadlozi. Tell me Malibu says Lord Demon story. Yeah, come up with all the stuff that I've heard. And I mean, I don't know how many sessions I had to explain over and over what is Amadlozi, da 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 da. So I thought, well, let us just talk about this and try to, and I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna do a part one, and we're gonna talk about the one part, and I'm gonna do a part two, maybe also a part three, just so that we can sort of get everything going right. Okay, so now I when I was saying we should come through at 2 p.m. and talk about this, I said you should bring a glass of cold water just so that when you're feeling a little bit hot, it getting too much, you drink water. So that you're not too much shocked by the stuff. Okay, so we all know that we live in a physical world, but we are spirit, and the spiritual world is way bigger than the physical world. I'm gonna start it at basic, hence I said there will be parts to this. Because I want to explain it very simple. And anytime you need to ask, please put it on the comment section. We have to talk about this until we all understand exactly where we stand with this, so that a person can choose their struggle nicely. And they are not choosing a struggle they don't understand, and they are choosing it, but they don't actually understand what the struggle is about. Okay, so Physical world is what we can feel and touch. We know it's warm outside. We know it's winter now. I mean, we are black people. There's only winter and summer. We don't know the other stuff. So that is the physical world. The spiritual world is what made the winter happen. The spiritual world is what woke us up this morning. That the still spirit in this body while everything is going on. Now, we are a spirit. We live in a body. We all know this, right? Now, when we came here, the spirit met the body at the point of your first breath. The time you went, wow, for the first, there are a few babies who don't cry the first time. Like, I mean, I don't know what happened to them in their past life that they enter here without crying. There are very few babies. Most babies, okay, let's not say the first point of cry, first breath, because if the baby is not crying, but they taking their first breath, when they take their first, that is when the spirit meets the body. Okay, so when the baby is in the mother's time, there is a soul. So we have three parts, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about the spirit and the body. The soul has its own parts. The soul is the part of us that says, I'm here to learn about money. I'm here to learn about rape. I'm here to learn about killing somebody. I'm here to learn about. The soul is the one that is having the fun. The spirit doesn't care really. The body is just listening to the two. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the soul stuff here too much. One day we will talk about the other stuff. Okay, so now the spirit enters the body. The soul is already there. So that's why other people will be like, can we abortion? What? Let's not go there anyway. Not topic for today. So the spirit enters the body. That is when in your astrology chart, when I'm reading your astrology chart, I will read the point of your first breath. What was this planet sitting at? Because the planet at the time is when you sign the signature. That's when you put your signature, your stamp, and say, okay, I am taking the script, because your script comes with that energy that you took at the first breath. So they will tell you that if you are a woman that is going to give birth to a child that might be a king, they will tell you there's a specific time that a king cannot be born. And the women who are helping you give birth, the midwives, will say, hold on, you gotta keep that baby in. That baby cannot be born at that time, because the planets are not in the good place that will allow the child to be a king. And the woman will have to hold on, and they will make herbs to maybe sometimes make the pregnancy go forward quickly, or put the pregnancy back. And those things work. They knew exactly how to tell the baby to come at the right time, specifically for the kingships. They had a specific time that they needed to be born at, because that first breath is the script. That's where you sign the contract with God. If you came here to have relationship problems, that's when you sign and say, yes, I agree, I will go and I will learn about relationship problems. So you come here, you tell us umjolo is hard. No, for you signed your own contract around the umjolo that is hard. Others, like us, we don't have those problems. We signed other different contracts. So please do not let us be in your contracts. If umjolo is for you to come here and umjolo must kill you alone, please do not involve us. We have our own problems. Just like myself, I came with mine, it had money on. And I've involved a little bit of people in my money programs, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. So don't tell us Mjolo is hard. It's hard for you. You signed the contract at your first breath that you will come here and suffer Mjolo, please. So then you are signing now. You are signing this stamp. You're putting the stamp on. The spirit meets the body, and then ziyasuka. Then you are going to go through the learnings that the soul is here for. So then the soul says, hi, by the way, here I am. Also me, my story is this one. Then the soul is here to learn its own things. But the spirit then now controls the show. Now, the day you kick the bucket, the day you return back to where you came from, again, the same thing is going to happen. The spirit does not die because the spirit is one with God. That is God. There's only one God. That is the one that enters the body. When you come out of your mother's womb, that is God. That is the spirit. There isn't 20,000 spirits. There's only one. In this planet, there aren't 7 billion people. There's only one person. You are the only person that exists in this planet. You are God, and that's all. Everybody else you've created for the drama so that you can have this functioning soul that can see all this stuff. But anything other than that, there is nobody else. It's only you that is here, and nothing else exists. Only you create your life. If you want it to be great, you make it great. If you want it to be crappy, you make it crappy. But according to that contract that you signed for this lifetime, and then you can sort of change them as many times as you want, depending on how many times you want to come back here, depending on how much karma you've got, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, now, the day you kick the bucket, that spirit, of course, we all know the spirit doesn't die. The spirit can never die. So the soul is the one that now goes back to where it's supposed to be. The spirit continues to live. The only thing that dies on the day when there's a certificate that comes out, that certificate is the body. Everything else is still perfect, intact. Okay, so souls are recycled, but the spirit is one. Now, do not confuse yourself there a lot. I'm not going to go deep this so that we don't get confused, because we are here to talk about the demons, remember? So I'm just going to show you how we get to a demon thing. Okay, so I see your question, guys. Put them up. I'm gonna, like, when I get to halfway, I'm going to answer them. Just, I want to get the introduction out, then I'm gonna start with the questions. Now, the next thing that happens is that, depending on what you have been able to do while you are here, did you take on your purpose? Did you fulfill your tasks here? Did you do everything that you were supposed to do here? Then it depends what happens next. So after you've died, there are so many processes that needs to happen before you go to paradise. Now, if you were here drinking alcohol and raping people, you have just become a problem to society, because now your soul cannot continue because you have messed up in life. Now, these are the souls that you will find, or in this case, I'll say spirit, but don't worry, I'll use them interchangeably. They are not the same thing, and we shouldn't worry about that for now. Now, you are going to have an issue if you lived here and you didn't do things right. You didn't serve the Lord. You didn't finish your purpose. If you left this planet with your things not in order, like iBhayibheli lisho lithi lungisa indlela yakho noJesu, khosi mase kuhanjwa wonke umuntu uzongena ngale azisebenzele. Oh God, I hope you guys can hear my Swati or whatever, or Zulu, but isiZulu liyasetshenzelwa. How do I say this in English? isiZulu liyasetshenzelwa, akungenwa mahala. We work for heaven, guys. We don't enter for free nje. So that is when then now you're going to be having this moment of if you did well, if you came here and you were a saint, you went with your life in the correct manner, you did what God asked you to do, you stayed in your purpose, you did exactly what you needed to do, quickly you are going to go into the you're not in the waiting place, you're going to go into the resting place, and you're going to enter paradise, and there's a whole lot of other processes there, and then you can be of help to other souls. Now, as soul is something you have while you're walking here, and a soul is something you have after death. So if you were a good person, you lived your life correct, and I've always said, guys, what kind of ancestors are you gonna be? These ancestors of today, we have a problem. People are gonna die, and they're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be amaspokula, because you are all living your life wrongly, Jay. Like, you do not care. Like, my God. So now if you did well and there's nothing, everything, Jane, your tick box, tick, 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 whoever is holding this Joseph or Moses or whoever is taking the notes at the gate says, when you did well, girl. You enter, and then you go into a resting place, and you can say paradise, and then you can help other souls. You are allowed to help other souls. So now, at that time, that a person can be said is an ancestor, the one who has done correct and who has gone to the correct place and who can be able to help other souls understand other things. That person can be called an ancestor. Now, an ancestor is nothing other than describing a state of a person in the spiritual realm. So if you're saying black woman, you are identifying a state of a human being, a race, color, gender. If you say black man or white man, you are at, it's nothing amazing, it's nothing deep, it's nothing amazing, really. It's just you are identifying a person, a state of that. So when you say an ancestor, you are saying this is a person who lived correct and then went on the other side, and then their soul can be able to help other souls that are walking in the planet or not walking in the planet. So that is what an ancestor is. So in the Bible, there is a lot of talk about ancestors, and we call it the God of Jacob, the God of Abraham, the God of, because those people who lived correct most, they lived correct, then they can be called ancestors. And then there are other ones, the ones that uh, don't have, the right stuff. They are not yet in that state, in the state that, okay, so I'm talking in the South African context. When we say ancestors, we're talking about those people who have done the right thing. Now, oh, this is nice. Katleho just said, but the Bible says that people don't know anything. Yes. That is what I said. We're going to have part 2, because that's what I wanted to talk about. The Bible talks about the dead that must bury the dead. Now, if you are burying somebody, it means you are walking in this planet. So in this planet, the one we are in here today, there are dead people that are walking around with us, and they don't know anything. Those ones, they are not awakened. When the Bible says that people don't know, so remember, everything in the Bible was written in a parable, because most of all, Jesus was just trying to not be shady to most times, so he used parables to talk about these things. So he mentioned the people who are not woke. Mind you, there's people who are woke and there's people who are not. The other ones are dead, the other ones are alive. And we all have heard the saying that other people die at 30 and they get buried at 65. They died, the rest of the time they were dead, walking here. So those are the people who don't know anything. When the Bible says the dead don't know anything, they're talking about those people, the ones that are walking dead, the ones that just go to work, come back and live an ex-list life, and they cheat on them and they still go back. And then, those people, right? And you're definitely not the one of those. I know you're not. You can't be here and be those person, that person. So the Bible is talking about those people. They don't know anything. They are not woke. All right. So now, a person who has done correct can be an ancestor. Let's talk about now the next level. So there is now, in another level of the spiritual realm, there is levels here. There's an ancestor. An ancestor is a soul that can help other souls, but they are not fully enlightened, but they can help, but they also themselves are going through their own journey. And then there are those ones who have now enlightened, that they are in another level. So those ones in our African language, they are called Amatonga. Then there are those that are enlightened. These are spirits that have now healed. So let's say most of our ancestors in Africa, they died in war, they died in painful ways. They never got a chance to practice their callings, they never got a chance to do anything. So they're ancestors, but they still need somebody who can do the healing work on their behalf. That is why kunokutwasa and all those kind of things. So now ithonga da alithwaswa. Uma ngabe you want to talk about amathonga awathwaswa because they are enlightened. They can fully help us here without needing extra help. So they are the ones that nakuthiwa amadlozi wakini athi ungajoli nalo, like abantu bakini, your guides are saying you can't date this person. They are the ones who can decide who you can date and not date, because they've been given more power to control your path, so that you can walk in the path that you came here to walk, because they can see your script, they can read your Akasha records, they have the access to a lot of things, and because you came through their lineage, then now they are able to say, no, if you marry this one, they are going to take you, they are going to make you, I don't know what, kill you, broke, whatever. So we have this one for you, you see. So they are in that level. Then that's a level. Then the next level, we come to the level of demons and angels. So in all these levels, there is duality. All life is about duality. We all know that. There's a yes and a no, there's a winter and a summer, so even in the part that I just talked about, between the people who have done right and the people who have done wrong. So uzoba khona kuthiwe-ke kunama, that's why and I'm going to explain this, kunamadlozi amahle, kunamadlozi amabi, depending on what you want to work with, you choose. Then we get to the levels of the demons and the angels. Now, angels are entities. They are spirit, but they are entities. So they can function by themselves. Ancestors, they are functioning with the person. Now, demons and angels, they are entities. They are entities. They are functioning by themselves. They don't need you to function. Now, there is nobody's grandmother that can die and then become a demon. No, doesn't translate like that. You can die, become an ancestor, then go from level 1 ancestor, go to level 2 ancestor, but you can't be an angel. You can't be somebody's grandmother, die and become an angel. There are very few people who have lived in the planet, and the Bible talks about, there's, I don't know, it's Enoch and somebody else that lived in the planet and got so enlightened to the point that they became angels. They are currently now angels. Is an archangel who? Somebody who has this information, quickly, please share it. They are now archangels. They were once in a human body, but there are very few angels that have been in a human body. Most angels were created as angels. Angels and demons, the same story. They got created, and then the other ones chose another way, another one chose another way. You cannot be a person and then become a demon. It's not possible. As much as you cannot be a person and become an angel, it's very difficult. So let's just say, because it's like 0.00001%, it's just not possible that your grandmother can die and become an angel, or your grandmother can die and become an ancestor. I mean, a demon. It's not possible. So now, and then after angels and this, then we have spirits. Okay, so this is this is a higher level. So above angels, there's the spirits. Now, in the Bible, this is called the Holy Spirit. So, but here in that level, there are different spirits. So, there are holy spirits and then there are evil spirits. Now, a spirit can possess a person. So, if you have the Holy Spirit, you are possessed by the Holy Spirit. If you have a devil, evil spirit, you are now possessing you are possessed by devil forces. Now, if you have Holy Spirit, you connect more with angels. If you've got the evil spirit, you connect more with demons. So that is why a person, a human being, when they're in a trance, they might speak for a demon because they have an evil spirit. And when a person has Holy Spirit, they might speak on behalf of an angel. And there were people in this planet who spoke on behalf of an angel, and it happens every day because they've got the Holy Spirit. Now, this is, you see how demons work. Now, it's not your grandmother. I tell you, your grandmother doesn't have the energy. It's not okay that they can get to a demon level and then do demon stuff. No. It doesn't work like that. You must first be possessed by either the Holy Spirit or the evil spirit, so then you can function with an angel or a demon. I hope this part lands nicely so that you can understand. So then a demon cannot live in you, but it can come through you through the spirit you are calling upon. So people who have done their snakes for stuff, other snakes go and fetch money from ShopRite. Or they say it's what? It's the rats. Apparently it's the rats that are sent to ShopRite. They go and fetch money there. If anybody has them, let me know. So this kind of things like snakes and this and this and this, those things are created in the spiritual realm using different types of spirits, and then the entities that can help, depending on what spirit you've called upon, then can work with you. So me, like a spiritual healer, when I enter a room, I can know which spirit is here. I can identify because I work with this every day. And when you have your third eye open, you can see the spirit. Which one is it? Now I'm dealing with an angelic spirit. Now I'm dealing with a devilic spirit. And of course, you get used to it. You no longer, they no longer sort of scares you. But all of us have this ability of knowing a devil spirit, evil spirit, and a Holy Spirit. I tell you, it's like the difference is like huge. There is very, very small chances you can miss it. But it happens that we miss it because we are not used to this thing. So now, when people are saying, I do not want ancestors because they are demons and this and this and this and this, it's because they had somebody talk about it and they didn't understand. Me also, I'm not judging anybody. I also once believed this until I had to learn all this information, and then I got to understand what is what, the level in the spiritual realm of what happens. And once I understood, I then started to say, oh, this works like this works like this. There is no way that you can have a demon come and traumatize you while you haven't called and asked for it. I mean, I do a lot of manifestation work. And when I was learning and being initiated and being taught how to do manifestation work, the people who taught me, they showed me how to call on the crazy powers for the purpose. You call on the stuff and it comes and it does what it does, but it tells you what it needs. And then you definitely don't want to be in that room. Nah, not me. I don't have that much strength. Like, I don't have it in people who are not scared of stuff. They what? Experiment with that. Not, I can't. But as much as you have the power to call the Holy Spirit and summon it, and summon angels, angels of healing, angels of this, angels of that. When I'm doing healing sessions for people every morning, I am summoning spirits to work on behalf of these people and work with them and take out the pain, whatever sorrow and this out of them. But of course, you can summon anybody and any spirit you want to summon, but you must know. So that is why if you are in trouble and you're not calling upon your angels, like what do you think must happen to you? Like I've asked people, you are broke and you are not calling your angels to come and help. Your angels don't even have time for tea break. They are here for you. Everybody that is born, God gives you an angel specifically designed for you purpose. Only you. It doesn't have anybody else to. It doesn't have a toilet break. It doesn't. The angel is waiting, is sitting there, is waiting for you to say, hey, I need help with this. Hey, get this. So there are angels that are designated to you by yourself, and then there are angels of a whole lot of things that your angel will go and say, hey guys, I need you this side, I need you this side, this, we need help here. So if you are not calling upon any spiritual level of help, what are you trying to do? Like you are gonna have a hard life. Basically, that's what's gonna happen, because most of what we experience here is the spiritual realm. Okay, so now let's come back quickly. Okay, let me answer some of the questions, and I want to come back a little bit on the thing yamadlozi now, on why we need amadlozi. Okay, so Cindy says, what about previous lifetime contracts affecting your current lifetime? I used to suffer from this scenario until you cleared it. Oh yeah, so Cindy, of course, it's so I've said this. Probably there's a video that I remember I did where I was talking about committing suicide. That oh my goodness, my nose. I was talking about suicide, that if you're committing suicide, you are wasting your precious time and energy, because most people commit suicide because, oh no, I'm tired, I want this to end. No, it doesn't end. So God creates this and gives us a lot of lifetimes to figure out stuff. So just like when you're playing a computer game, you have 5 lives. You who playing the computer game don't really care about the player there. You're like, hey, win, win. I'm helping you to win. And then guess what? Your character on the game dies, and you're like, don't worry, there's 4 more lives. Come back. You start where you left off. And then maybe you're in stage 2. You go to step 5, and then you die, and then the other life comes, and then you start from stage 4, or step 5 where you left. So that is how karma works. You kill a person this lifetime, you don't worry. Do not worry. You're coming back here, you're going to pay for it. Now, you're coming back here, you are a small baby, and nobody knows, you have karma from the past life, and then all of sort of crazy stuff happens to you, and everybody's like, oh, sorry, poor baby. Luckily do we know that you are paying for your karma, the one from the other life. Guys, there's a very, 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 I don't know if it's a bad story, if it's a nice, but I don't even want to tell you here about black people. Let me not do that today. No, that's too much. Nah, I can't do it today. I'll tell you another day. But then you come here with your past life karma to clear it up. If you die and you finished everything, and that is so important, that we live our lives correctly, that you don't go with karma, because if you go with karma, you're going to come back and fix it. If you live your life and everything is good, you don't have to worry about coming back to another. So you are born in the new lifetime and everything goes well, and people will be like, oh, you're so lucky, your life is so nice. Oh, you don't have karma, you've cleared up your stuff last time, you are here for another lesson, which is nice. Karma, it doesn't look good. So normally you will hear that amadlozi afuna this and this, amadlozi afuna ukulungiselwa this and this. That is the thing about the fact that this person died and they didn't do everything right, so they need to heal. So they need somebody. So they will say, they will choose somebody else in the next generation that is willing to do the work. So that person will go ayotwasa. So not everybody that uyotwasa is supposed to be a healer. No, they are just doing healing for that specific person that needs the healing, because now they can't go on and become itonga because there are things that have not been done. So they need somebody to help. So then you can agree to help them. And of course, when you agree to help them, there are benefits for you as Utwasa. There are things that gets right with you. But normally the people who get chosen for that job is because now at some point they sort of this thing of being things people owing people, it's in the spirit and it's in the physical. Everybody's owing everybody something. So yeah, like they'll be like, oh my goodness, I've got my feet are swollen, amahlozi afuna nyotwaza. Hey, sorry, now we don't know what you have done yourself. I mean, me, I came here, my camera was very less, so I don't have to twasa. I came here because I chose to come as a healer. I did not have that kind of stories, so I do not have to go no twasa. And I was born with the gift, and my gift it doesn't come with all that. So that's why I always say to you, it's not that deep. For other people, it is deep. I don't need chickens because guess what? Some of us lived our good lives last time. Just saying. Okay, so but anyway, you still come here and you learn more lessons, which they are normally not fun, unless you get to a certain level where you are no longer being taught with pain, which you have cleared up your spiritual chakras, not just your physical chakras. When you clear up your spiritual chakras, specifically the 9th and the 10th chakra, that stops the suffering. So right now, for me, myself, I literally get to be taught things like in the most simplest way. I watch a TV program and I'm taught a whole big lesson. I mean, for a long time, I've been taught about lessons in jail, and I didn't have to go to jail to learn about stuff like that. I got to learn them easier because when you open those spiritual chakras, the 9th and the 11th, and up to whatever number, you allow yourself to be able to function better. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. This thing of suffering in this planet, I've had enough of it. So I was just like, okay, that's it. I've gotten the idea. Now I understand what's going on here. Please, can I have the other level without problems? And then, yeah, it works. So your life, your past life karma comes with you here. That is why it is so important most of the times to not try to solve people's lives, because you don't know what the person is dealing with. Other people are dealing with clearing their karma, and you are trying to save them. You will never win. Just saying. Now, coming to the demons thing, you'll find that you're saying, I don't want to talk to my ancestors because they are demons. You are busy sleeping with a demon in your bed. You just like, you are that close to demonic spirits. You are sleeping with evil people. You are friends with evil people because there are evil people walking in this planet, like seriously evil. I'll tell you the story another day of what happened, why people join the evil group, but they do. And that is why it's so important for you to get your third eye chakra correct, because definitely you don't want to be sleeping with evil people. What do you think is happening to you when you're sleeping with evil people? And then you're telling me you don't want to talk to your ancestors. You definitely need your ancestors if you're sleeping with evil people, because ancestors can really help you get out of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk about the ancestors, why they are helpful, why we need them. Let me answer the questions. Continue asking the questions. If sometimes the questions don't pop up in this Facebook, the only questions that I will all see is the Instagram questions. The Facebook and the Facebook specific questions don't show up, all of them. I think I can see all the YouTube questions. So if I do not answer your question, it did not pop up for me here, send it on my Instagram DM or send it on the WhatsApp line. I'll type it. Let me type the WhatsApp line before I forget. I will check the WhatsApp line like now. If you have a burning question, I will check the WhatsApp line now. So the WhatsApp number is 061 221 5867. So if it's like a really burning question that you really want me to talk about it now, send it on the WhatsApp, or you can type it on Instagram. So if you're on Facebook, you can use the WhatsApp. I'll check the WhatsApp now. Like, check if you have a question that really, really is burning. So Fifi says, what if 1 days before they find or fulfill their purpose, what happens then? What if one dies before they fulfill? Okay, Fifi. I think Fifi wants us to say, if what if one dies before they fulfill? Fifi, good question. Now, these are the people that will make other people batwase. So right now, it's like it's a fashion. Everybody are twasa, left, right, and center. You turn this corner, this one also. This one also. Everybody are twasa every day. It is because, remember, our ancestors were traumatized. There was apartheid. They couldn't even do much. They were told to turn away from their spirituality, their religion, their African stuff. There was so much. They were slaves. There were a lot. So they were fighting just to breathe. They never had the time like us now that you can choose what you want to do with your life. So most of them, they did not able to fulfill their purpose because they lived under the most horrific conditions. So now they are coming up because right now we have freedom. We can do what we want. So now they are coming up and they're saying, hey, our kids, you can be the one who fix the things. But then the thing is that it's not just about the suffering. They also have inheritance that they were never able to share with the next generation because of what was going on. So when you do take on the calling, you also get to tap into the inheritance. That is why when you're a healer, you will never be broke, no matter what. If you don't want the money, it's fine, but there's no way you're going to be broke because you also tap into the blessings and the inheritance, but also you help them to fulfill their purpose, their what they were here for, which they never got the chance to do. That is why people batwasa, and that's why normally when people batwasa, they then become healers, because that person was supposed to be a healer, and then you are taking and doing the work that they were supposed to be doing here. That is why I'm saying you can twasa ungabi a healer, or you can, or if you are a healer that decided that I'm gonna sign a contract that I'm gonna be a healer, then you don't have to twasa it because you have come for that purpose. But sometimes you have come for another purpose, and then you get here, and then you are being requested to take up on the calling because there's somebody in your family that had such a powerful gift that they were not able to use. Then you can use it. Then you can use it on their behalf, sort of type thing. So that's what happened if they passed without. That is why you see so many healers. But then there's a whole different level around this thing of being healers when you are a Black person. Most of the healers of the planet are Black people. And if you can notice, most of the Black people are underneath the equator. Now, if you can go and Google it this now, people that live under the equator, there are only 7% of the whole entire world population. Only 7%. The 93% lives on above the equator. They live in the northern hemisphere. We are very few here in the southern hemisphere. But then you will notice also that us here in the southern hemisphere, we get the sun the whole year. We have the sun the longest. There are countries in the northern hemisphere that only get sun for 2 hours a day. We get the sun most because the sun is about healing. So we have that energy. That's why we are Black. So we were the ones who were sent to heal the whole entire world. But guess what? The Alabas overtake. There was a time when all the Americans came here and showed us, like, whatever, to be what, and took our money and all the stuff. It's okay. I mean, we deserve it, probably some of it. It's karma sometimes. So we are mostly healers. And if you can go and check a whole lot of information about how we created, where we live, and what happens to us, we are healers. But at this time, you will notice that a lot of people are finding out that they're healers, like on a daily basis, boom, 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 like popcorns, because everybody needs healing now. That was in our ancestral line, so that we can have the stuff that we're supposed to have. Most of the things they got robbed before they passed, so they were never able to function the correct way. Okay, so Fifi also says, oh yeah, Fifi was explaining her question. Okay, Kahle, this one I've answered for you. Please, Ezekiel says, please, the WhatsApp number. Oh, sorry. It didn't go to LinkedIn. So Ezekiel, the WhatsApp number is 061. Let me type it again, because I forget it. 061 221 5867. That's the WhatsApp line. 061 221 5867. Nomshe, can I please have the WhatsApp line? I'm calling this child to give me the WhatsApp line. Can I please have the WhatsApp line? Okay, I think everybody will have the WhatsApp now. But Instagram, you can type your question. You don't need the WhatsApp line. Okay, so let me continue reading the questions. It's fine. Thanks. Okay, Malebo says yes, angelic realm and ancestral realm are not the same. Yeah, true. Malebu says, but who becomes an ancestor and who comes back? I heard someone is on his 13 left. Oh, Malebu. Okay. So, so now this thing of coming back. Not everybody comes back. There are people who just come here, have one lifetime, and they're like, okay, I'm fine, thank you. And they choose to be on the guiding path, on the ancestral side. And then there are other us, teenagers in just a game. We want to go back. So most people who come back are people who really have a lot of karma. They need to come and suffer some more. Or the people who is in just a game that said, me, I want to go and do this thing with the humans. I want to help them in human flesh. So it's like Jesus. Jesus decided, me now want to come in human flesh. He didn't have to come. Most ascended masters. Oh, I didn't tell you about the ascended masters level. So after this, where did we live? Did we live at the spirits? Oh yeah. After the spirits, then we have ascended masters. Ascended masters, then there are those who came in flesh, but they were spirit more. So just like Jesus was an ascended master, Buddha, and there's a lot of ascended masters that came. So, and they still come. Some they mention that we are ascended masters. Others walk among us every day and we don't even know them. So there must always be an ascended master in the planet to control the energy vibration. So maybe I'm an ascended master. I'm just not telling you what's bad. No, if I was an ascended master, I would have told you. Me, I would have talked day one. You guys know that. Okay, so now, Pagalicia says, please save the life. Yes, I will save the life so that you can see the parts that you haven't seen. I'll save the lives everywhere. Please, guys, click on the like button so that you can see the other lives when I'm doing them. Click on the share button. Share with other children so that they just know that their grandmothers are definitely not demons. Hi, boo. So now so in the planet right now, there's definitely two types of people. The evil ones that are here to suffer, you can see them, they're suffering, right? And then the ones, there isn't just a game that said we will go Tina and fix them. Okay, so I don't know which one are you. Yeah, and then they're just nice people who also came here to make sure that they balance the energy and then start businesses, be in the business world, build up the economy, build up the, morality, because the evil ones must come back, you know. We're just here to make sure we are making sure that, you know, you can be a police, you can make sure that there must be a balance. Of course, God will not just let the evil ones come by themselves here. They will be wrong. But specifically, if you're a healer, you choose to come back and not help in the spiritual realm in terms of an ancestor, but come in the physical. And of course, coming in the physical is much harder because I don't know which one is much harder. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember any time I was an ancestor, so I wouldn't know how hard it is. But I'm just guessing. I mean, these people don't listen. I mean, me, I talk so much here, and people still don't listen. They still come and book a session and ask me if my husband is cheating on me, and I'm like, damn it, why are we talking about your cheating husband? You're supposed to know the stuff by yourself by now. You're supposed to look at the guy and see his energy. Like, why? Why am I waking up at 4 a.m. to talk about the fact that when you want to know if it's, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't book a session to ask me if your cousin is cheating. I mean, really, that stuff takes 2 seconds. Let's deal with things that are important to your life, that are supposed to build your life. Things like, if he's cheating, then heal. At least come to me and say, I want to heal from my cheating husband. Like, don't come and ask me if he's cheating. Nah, please, guys. I wake up at 4 a.m. My first session is at 4 a.m. Imagine me waking up at 4 a.m. and then listening to somebody asking me if my husband is cheating. It's not okay. I love my job, but it doesn't sound like, it's not nice when you wake me up for such. That is why I've said this many, many times. I read tarot cards. I do all the stuff I do. You know what? But I do it for one purpose, for healing you, not for drama. If you still want to know who's bewitching you, and if the side chick is bewitching, of course the side chick is bewitching you. I mean, oh, hi. Anyway, we're not talking about that today. Me just venting because sometimes I should vent, right? Okay. So yeah, Malibu was asking others. Some of us, when Malibu, we say we're gonna come, see just a game. We are like coming. We are like, we're gonna do this here. Others people, they come, they go and help the other side. Okay. GM says, Sisibus, do we ever connect with kids we lost in our current lifetime to know them, etc.? I don't know if I'm asking the right question. Yeah, thank you so much for asking that question. So that is very important. So remember when I said the soul is going to be in the baby while the baby is in the tummy of the mother. So if the mother at any point, so babies can pass while they're in the tummy. When I say passing that, I mean they are big. And when they are small, it's called miscarriage. When they are big, it's called stillborn. And then what other things? Abortion, yes, abortion. So all of those are souls already. That is why when you've done abortion, you must do a cleansing so that spirit can then connect with you, because those are your guides. They become your guides. And the thing about them dying quickly in terms of an abortion, I mean, it's karma, of course. They asked for it. They were like, I just want to be in somebody's body for 3 weeks. And then the person, I met a lady who had 32 abortions. And I'm like, seriously, when are you came here for this, Nje? To help these souls to pass? Because wow. She's like, Busi, don't judge me. I've made 32 abortions. I'm like, wow, child, the work of the Lord you are doing. My goodness. You're just gonna need a lot of cleansing, and I'm not doing it. Where do I start? 32. But again, there are souls that just came for that specific time. They wanted to experience that. And then there is somebody else who needs to burn some karma, and then they meet. It's like somebody who needs to burn karma by, I mean, well, let's not say burning karma, but then let's just say they have an evil spirit, and then when now you have a dead wish, then you meet them in the street and they kill you. It's easy. Everybody's happy. Just like that. So when we lose babies that are specifically small in terms of those ways, like abortion, miscarriage, stillborns, they are already guides that come into the ancestor realm. They do not go into the other dramatic stuff. They go straight to the ancestor realm. So then that is when you do a cleansing of the energy And then, oh, I didn't talk about bad energy and good energy, because bad energy is that energy that when you enter a house that people have lived there and they did stuff there, and then you feel like, woo, ngathi kunamadimoni la. Yeah, I need to talk about that. I need to talk about that. I remember, ooh, I didn't even bring a pen to note it down, but it's fine. I'll talk about it. So when that child passes in either way, but before they just lived here, then, or they lived before they are 3, they go before they are 3, they haven't done their lying, their soul hasn't got graduated to human form. They're still spirits until they are 3. That's why they can talk to ancestors, they can see stuff. They before they are 3, they are not human yet. They can't even lie. Well, I don't know these days. When do they start lying? But I mean, 3 is like an average, so it can be quicker than 3 years or later than 3 years. But you are not human for some time while you are here. So those kids go straight into the ancestral realm. So then you get to have encounters with them. Then they are also helping you. There's a way they chose you for a reason. Then yeah. So and I hope that answers your question. Okay, so oh my goodness, I don't even see where am I with the question. Okay. Matlohonolo says, can one choose who they want to assist with Uktwasa, or only your ancestors can choose one for you? Okay, so that one is the dramatic story of who must Twasisa who, because I mean, right now Twasisa is a good business. People are doing it for fun. And so your ancestors, number one, will always show you who you need, who must help you. So if you are, that is why you shouldn't just go like Senor Twasa. You must get like really like get good counsel before you go your Twasa, because your Twasa is not a simple thing. Especially, me and most of the people I work with, we're supposed to self-initiate, which is a different thing than Twasa. Twasa, you're gonna go and sit in under people and other person's energy, other person's stuff and ancestors and things, and you can come back another human. I tell you. So it's very important that you go where you've been told to go, and before you even go, you must have started the journey of self-initiating, because by the time you get there, you will know better. It's like go to crash yourself, then you can go to grade 1 day. Okay, so the people who just go there at crash, they pay more money, they do stuff to them, they take their child. That one, let's leave it. Yeah, so ask, and be sure you do. It's not an urgent thing. And you can start self-initiating before you go to your twasa. And maumel with your twasa, you will know it's not like a fashion. It's a serious thing. So, okay. Okay. Oh, Hezekiel got the number. Okay, then as singers healers, yes. Somebody else asked, as singers healers, yes, they are. So everybody, a businessman is a healer, because remember, they're going to hire people and then help, of course, thousands and thousands of people. I mean, not all the other ones. I mean, everything. There's 2 things. There's the other side. Remember, duality. So you can have a businessman that is a healer or not. You can have a singer that is a healer or not. So yes, singers are healers, but depending which team they're playing for. Hezekiel says, please, I would like to know if reincarnation is possible. Okay, so reincarnation is this whole thing of coming back over and over again for different purposes. So we incarnate because we need to finish up business, past business that we haven't finished. So if you've done your work good, you don't have to come back unless you choose to. But those who haven't finished, they must come back. So that's why that reincarnation comes in. And if it's possible, who determines who is to be reincarnated and the location of the incarnation? Yeah, Ezekiel, uyabuza nicely. Angithi ngishilo Ezekiel ngathi manje uba ne-script. The script you receive when you take your first breath. So, just for my sake, let's talk about me. Most of my lifetimes, I was a white woman in Europe. I don't like Europe. I have never gone to Europe. Every time the chance for me to go to Europe comes through, I do not want to go to Europe. And you know what my my excuse is what Europe is cold. I want to wait so warm. So there's a lot of stuff that went down. A lot of my pain in my past lifetimes went down in Europe. Horrible stuff happened to me in Europe. And I know the day I go there, shit is gonna happen. So, and my choosing, so you can do a past life reading. You can, but sometimes the stuff you don't want to hear. But I just happened to get one. I was never gonna get one, but it sort of happened. Like I found myself in the middle of one, and I was like, "Oh Lord, I'm hearing about stuff." So there was oh yes, now I remember. I was complaining about being black. And then I ended up finding out why I chose to be black. Because I was tired of white people. Yeah, something like that. So, but I chose that this time I wanted to be a healer, and being a good, amazing healer was going to happen if I was a black man, a woman. Then I was like, oh yeah, definitely go to Africa. This is my first time in Africa, and yeah, I'm loving it. I am loving it. Most of the time, I was a white person in thinking, and Jesus, a lot happened, a whole lot happened. So my destination was chosen because of what I wanted to come and do. I wanted to come and become a healer, and being a black woman was gonna fit nicely and do everything that is. So I came here and I became the most amazing healer. You see, it worked. So that's how you choose the. So if let's say you want to experience poverty, you will go to a specific family that would. I mean, Jesus Christ, that okay, it's fine. Now, if you want to experience certain things, you will go to a certain family that has that environment. So, depending on the script, then you will do that type of choosing. What determines who come back mostly the people who have not finished business, and then new souls come through to planet Earth. Oh, you were talking about reincarnation. Okay, so new souls don't reincarnate, so it's fine. But then you've noticed people with old souls, those ones normally they chose to come back. Unless they were so bad for so long, I don't know. Okay, Margona says, Busi, can I ask a strange question? Can salt absorb negative energy, like it be negatively charged? If so, how do I recharge to cleanse? Or salt is possess strong energy? Yeah, so that's why the whole ocean is salty. There's a Satan in your house, take them, put them in the ocean. You'll see, they'll come out correct. Yes, salt has a very, very, very neutralizing, cleansing. So every day, if you are able to take a salt bath, I'm saying every day because currently go quickly la in the spiritual realm, go fast, go hectic, go busy. Me myself, I'm guilty of not taking the salt bath every day. And just like today morning, I was just like, oh my God, I wasn't feeling great. And I'm like, ooh, I can't remember when was the last time I took a salt bath. But again, I'm from Zanzibar. I mean, I was in salt every day. So I mean, jeez. So salt baths are the best thing you can ever do for yourself, specifically when you feel heavy. It can be because you were out and you met with the wrong people, or it's because you are healing from your own things. Taking a salt bath is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. So you said, if so, how do I recharge to cleanse it? Salt possesses strong energy meant to cleanse. Yeah. So just salt baths are the best. Any salt, but black salt helps a lot with witchcraft things. Okay, so Sbongile says, so what do we need to do the salt bath? You just, so if you bought the black salt, is good, it's better than all of them because it does more things. Or the blue one is mostly for like money stuff and abundance, but the black one does everything. So you take, let's say, a cup, you put it in your bathing water, you relax, you put on a candle, you relax, and you should be fine. Then you can put essential oils. Depending on what is happening, you can also boil in imbepo and put it there. If your dreams, you don't remember your dreams, or you've been having bad dreams that you don't like dreams of sex, the bad sex, not the good one. Ah, yeah. Did I just say that aloud? Let's not talk about that today. We'll talk about it in another video. Yo. Okay. So I think that is the last question I see here. Let me just check. Okay, that's Joy. Joy says, can a salt bath help stop an ex from harassing you? You need a red candle for that, child. Umfonele John red candle. Matlhogonolo says, so the woke can change my poverty contract when I'm here. No one wants to, guys. Let me put this on the screen. So I never thought about it like that, but you just gave me a good idea. So okay, wait, let me read Spongi's comment. It says, so the normal salt is not okay like Croft. No, Croft salt is fine. If you can't find black salt, you can use Croft salt. You know what? If you can't find black salt, you make one, you mix the Croft salt, you burn in pepper, you mix it with Croft salt, then you have black salt. Yeah, let's just say make your own. You mix it like that. So you will burn in pepper, and then you see the ashes of in pepper, you mix them with the Croft salt, then you have black salt. Okay, so says, so the work can change my poverty contract while I'm here. No one wants to be poor. So thank you so much, Matawalon, for asking that question. Because the contracts can be changed, guys. You can decide, I don't want to be a healer when you get here. This thing is too hard. You don't have to do it. So the good thing about being in the 3D, in the human form, is that you are a being that has a will. All the other beings in all the other dimensions don't have a will. God tells them what to do. But for us, God finally gives us that whatever time we are here. But for that time we are here, we have free will. We are the only ones who are free. That's why being in a body is so critical. It's so luxurious. Like we have arrived in the spiritual realm life. We have hit the top of the range of the soft life in terms of spirituality, being in a body. Because in a body, you can have your free will. So you can be here and your script said be a healer, and you come here and you say, no, sorry, I'm just gonna party here. I'm just gonna come here and party, and then I'm gonna go and do crazy things, and then I'm gonna whatever, get myself a snake, and then whatever. You can decide what you can do. But also you can break a contract. You can break specifically the wrong contract. Like if you've made a vow in the past life, like a vow of being broke or a vow of something, when you come back here, you can change that. That is why, and then now again, I'm going to talk about something else. That is why people who they will go and kill people, and then they will go and sleep with the girl. Yes, get a slave queen, sleep with her. They exchanging their contracts. So the slave queen now will take they are cleansing themselves with the person what, who didn't do any sin. And they can do that. They can change the stuff. If you don't know, that's why I'm just like, don't sleep with people. You do not understand. A person can never send you that energy if they meet you on the road. It's very impossible, but they can sleep with you and cleanse themselves of you and then give you their karma. That's why the police don't find them. That's what they normally do. I'm talking about things I don't want to talk about. Okay, so yeah, so Matlhogonolo, that is why when you're doing spiritual healing, you can then change the contract. You can cut the cords. when you were in a relationship or whatever that happened that is bad, you've been raped or something horrible happened to you, you need to go and cancel that energy. That's why I said I would talk about evil, bad energy, bad energy. You can be able, that's why I take people to the river every Sunday. We are cleansing the bad energy, and most of them, they went and asked for the bad energies themselves. They slept with people they shouldn't be sleeping with. Go see Jehovah. And me, I have to go there every Sunday now because of that. But then anyway, other things, other evil people do evil things. Remember, I told you that in this planet there are angels and there are demons, and there are evil spirits and there are holy spirits. And then the ones that are working with the evil spirits are the ones that are messing up the planet. Woo. Okay. So you can stop the whole thing around this thing of being poor. That's what we are trying to do right now. We're trying to change the script that Africa should not be the place where everybody comes and dump their shit and take our perfect stuff and tell us we can't do it. All right, let me continue with the comments. Tandega, what is Benedict's history? Ay, man. Oh, goose. Oh, Tandega. So, bad sex dream is the one that you feel violated. That one is an entity, demon, whatever, that has come through and gotten a way into your life and functioning. Probably you slept with somebody else who had the attachment, and then it attached to you, and then now you are having those dreams. This thing just have their way with you now. And then there is a good sex dream. Now this one does not look like sex. You have the idea that there's sex that is about to happen, it's happening, but normally is when you are getting intimate with energies that are helping you heal specific things in your life, specifically healing your feminine energy. Feminine energy is a very important energy in the planet, and there's less of it. So all of us need to heal our feminine energy, male and female. So most of the time when you're going through healing that type of energy, you will then experience those kind of trips. They are not invasive. They don't feel like your soul has been ripped out of you. They are feeling calm and almost loving, let me say. Yeah. Woo! Did I explain that in 2 seconds? Huh. Hezekiel says, please, how do we now read about his or her past life, and is it possible to see through the future? Hezekiel was imibuzo hard. You're asking the hard ones. Okay. So there are people, I don't read past lives and that. I only do astrology. Astrology can show you some of your past life. Some, but let's just say I don't do that. So you can look for a person who reads past lives and understand them and can explain them to you. Yeah, it's like something that is important when there are things you can't answer, answers you can't really understand in your life. Like I'm saying, for me, I didn't look for one, but when I got the information about my past life when I was a kid, I understood a whole lot of things that were happening in my life, and I understood why I felt that way about this race. Because remember in my case. So now future, let's talk about future. So if future, normally you see it in your astrology reading, so that those are the ones that I do. Of course, the only thing I read, I wanted to know astrology. I was in a spiritual class one day, and I heard that you can know your date of death through astrology. I was like, aha, that is the thing I'm gonna go and learn. I went and learned, and I got a diploma in astrology. Just so that I can find my date of death. And I never calculated it till today. But I know I'm gonna live long. But I didn't calculate the date. I don't know. I think I just chickened out. But I wanted the date. I wanted the date, and I wanted it like I wanted to go in and cancel my insurance. That was the reason why. Imagine. So, future. Okay, I haven't answered you. So, in your astrology, you can see your future, but nobody can predict the future because all of us create the future in the present moment. Remember, I told you, I said now we all have a will. So, whatever is in that contract that you signed when you come here. So when we read your astrology thing contract, we see the day you are born until the day you die. So when I was studying astrology, we used Nelson Mandela's birth chart, to practice. And one of the things that we all saw there was that he had, I think, 30 years of being institutionalized, which meant anything from mental to whatever, but he was in a jail for 27 years. So that thing was in his chart. But that was for a specific purpose that needed to change certain things that, there was a reason for it. I'm not going to go into that too much. But it was in his chart. So when the day you are born, when your child is born, you can read their chart and see if they're going to kill a person or something. And then, till the end. But then the thing is that why I'm saying we can never predict the future is because anybody at any time can decide to take a wrong turn. When I'm doing the manifestation course, some of you know you are in the manifestation course. And that is why I teach manifestation, because if you are broke, like the lady that I was saying earlier, if you are broke and you've been given the curse of being broke, you in the manifestation process can change it. And then say, no, actually, I know I'm no longer going to be broke. I changed my mind. You can change your mind. So in the manifestation process, I am teaching, like when we start, the first thing that we start with a soul cleanse. It's a process, dramatic process. We start with a soul cleanse because we can change a whole lot of things that were set from stone. We can change curses. We can change ancestral issues that are saying you can't have money. I mean, I'll make sure you have money even if you don't want to. I did say this beginning of the year. This year, I'm going to make everybody have money, you like it or not. Just stick with me, Winner. You'll see. I will make it. I know which buttons to press. Child, I'm from Zanzibar, right? I went there literally twice. It was selling the tape on another list. I will make you have the money, you like it or not. So, but of course, we're going to use the correct way because we don't want karma. I'm very, very scared of karma. So, but we can't predict the future because you can change the future at any time you want to. So here you come to me, I'll tell you, your script says this and this and this and this and this, but you can choose to change the wrong turn. Your scripture can tell you are here to have money and this, but then you decide to go and drink alcohol and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink, and you can never have any of the stuff in your chart because at the other time I was talking about Jupiter in Jupiter in Pisces, and I was saying all the people that have Pisces in their charts, Jupiter is here to bring in the cash, is here to bring in the blessings. But if you are not ready, which means that you haven't prepared yourself, you haven't healed, you haven't done the things. And I mean, if you have Jupiter in your chart and you are in the manifestation course right now, child, your chances of making it big are huge because you have prepared yourself, and there's the energy of Jupiter coming through to help you succeed, go forward, progress quickly. Then you are ready. So that is why I'm always begging you guys, join the manifestation course. There you can be able to change the scripts that needs to be changed. But we cannot predict the future because maybe you just don't do the work in the manifestation course, because there are people who come through and they just don't do the work. And then they're like, but I'm still broke. Yeah, you haven't done the work. Remember, I can't do the work for you. I can give you the work to say, this is where you press, child, to have the money. But then if you've not done the work. So we can't predict the future that you will have money. Your chart can say you will have money, but you don't do the manifestation work. Guess what? Then the prediction is wrong. It's not that it's wrong, but you just did not fulfill it. Okay, so anyway, the manifestation course is open, and I am gonna be closing the class. End of when? End of which month? End of May. I'm going to be closing the class because I'm going to be closing the class, then I'll open it again in Jan because most of the work has to be done in the winter. Yeah, I'm going to be closing the class middle of June. So if you did not sign up till end of May, beginning of June, I'm gonna close the class. You're only gonna be able to start with us in January again. You have like a month to make sure you enter the manifestation class. After that, I'm closing it because we would have advanced a lot more, and by the time we get to the part where you are literally seeing the manifestations, you would have not done most of the work, because there's a lot of practical work you need to do. Spiritual practical work, of course, nothing amazing. I mean, just basic stuff. So, but the future, you can't predict. You can only know what can happen, and you can choose if you want it to happen or not. So thank you, Hezekiah, for asking that question. Okay, then Tembi, hey Tembi, we need to hear about the red candle. Yeah. Somebody else says, is it possible to have a miscarriage without knowing? It's possible. In that, when to a consultation, they sense a child who is with me. I've been asked if I have an abortion or a miscarriage yet. I haven't. Yes, I am a healer. Yeah, it's possible to have a miscarriage that you don't know, because like I'm saying, you have that ancestor that wants to be very close to you, and then it will come through and it will go before you know. So that is like, if you are like done a lot more work in the spiritual realm, you will know, like when you're pregnant, you know that day. Me, every time I got pregnant, I knew the day I was pregnant. Like, that's this. Oh Jesus, I slept without a child, now I woke up with a child. Yeah, and I'll just like know it. So and then let's say in that case, you know if you had a miscarriage, but it happens other people that they are not noticing that, so it happens. So of course, it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't mean the miscarriage, I mean what you do with that. It's just a matter of cleansing the energy so that the energy can connect with you in a good way. That's all. So yeah, you definitely need to do that. Once you could do the connection, then this angel can then this baby can be part of your guides. Sue says you are deep today. I will have to listen again. I'm not sick child, I'm from there, the other place, you know where. Lochi. How do I say this? Lochi says, how much is to join the manifestation class? Oh, it's only 555, child. Very affordable. You can buy a McDonald's with that money. Okay, so it's 555 now. Okay, Hezekiah is asking all the questions, guys. How do one get to the level of speaking to one's health situation and spirit being? Very good question. Hey, you know what? Hezekiah is asking all the good questions. Yes, Hezekiah, please join these sessions every day. You see, Ezekiel is not asking me those questions. You guys ask me every day about money. Hi, man. Ezekiel is asking the right questions. So, Ezekiel, the good thing is that all of us have, let me say, energy centers, chakras. You probably have heard about this. If you haven't, you can just Google it. What are chakras? We spell CHARKA. Now, when you open the third eye chakra, this is the chakra that you can see spiritual things with easy, and you of course, the other chakras also will need to open, and you can feel and know and understand. So, but the third eye is very important for you to be able to see in the spirit. So you see your own life issues quicker. You understand, even if no, we can't heal ourselves, but at least if you know what's wrong, then you can know what needs to be fixed. So, but you can see it, understand it better. Just like, let's say you are sick, you've got cancer. Normally, cancer is not something that comes to you as in like you contracted from somebody else. Cancer is built up emotions, and then they turned into a disease. So now when you can use your third eye chakra, you can be able to see what happened, why you are where you are. Then you can be able to start to clear the other chakras. And I mean, I've got a course, you can ask my PA for it. It's called Healing Your Chakras. It will show you how to deal with all the chakras. So there's chakra for money, there's chakra for love, there's chakra for confidence. So once you start doing that work on yourself in your meditation time, healing yourself, it is a good thing to be able to know how to heal yourself. I don't want to say to you, come to me for a session, because that's fine. But if you can just learn to heal yourself, which is what you are asking, Hezekiah, which is so important, then you can start to be able to speak to your angels, speak to your guides. Guides, I mean everybody, including your ancestors and everybody. So you are able to start to have you cleanse yourself so that you can start to have a better relationship with the spiritual world. Then all these things, you are able to see them. And of course, the stuff that you can't heal yourself because it's a little bit more personal or more emotional, then you can go to somebody and they say, like, so I'm an energy healer. Then we can say, okay, this is something that is not, you are not able to fix. Then how can we help you fix it? So I will say to you right now, start working on your chakras. You will see a big difference. Okay. Chi, hey, how are you? Okay, so Fabrice says, please tell us you are a spiritual. Hi, man. Hi, man. Yes, you mustn't. Okay, actually, now that you've talked about that, sex is very spiritual. So there was a time when, no, I can't tell you guys this. But there was a time where I learned a lot about sex and the spiritual part of it. And I can tell you that you can manifest using sex, you can bewitch people using sex, you can do a whole lot of things using sex. So, guys, stay away from sex. Have sex with the person who's your wife or husband. Other than that, hey, sex is a big problem in the spiritual realm. They are you, just like I was telling you, people who go kill other people, they use sex to cleanse themselves from stuff. Like, that's the only thing that can work is sex. Now you see. So, like, stay away. So Tando says, how much is the class? You mean the manifestation class is 555, sis. Okay, Kuku also is asking, the manifestation class is 555. So use that number I gave you. Oh, let me check if you guys have asked questions on the WhatsApp line. So use the number and ask to join the class, please, guys. Oh, there's a message. Oh, okay, no, I think this one is okay. I don't see any questions that are urgent. So what was I saying? Yeah, use the number 061 221 5867 to ask my PA to give you the course, the manifestation course. Tando says, how this is confirmation for me. I was watching a video on unblocking chakras last day and I've been thinking a lot about it lately. Tando, please do that. That is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. It will change your life and you wouldn't have to go around izangoma nabobusi na all these things. Okay, Amugelegile says, I was told I have a spiritual gift after losing everything I've worked for. I've been praying and ngipahla asking for dreams and guidance, but not getting anything. What should I do? So sometimes we make the mistake when yes, of connecting things that do not connect. And I'm not saying that you didn't lose everything you have because you have a spiritual gift. So everybody that is a healer goes through hard times, but normally those hard times, they are in training to understand that the time when they have started to do the work, the people will also come with that kind of problems. But now you understand it better. A lot of people come to me because of money, but I went through 40 million rand very quickly. So, and I know how it feels like to be owing the bank. I know how it feels like to lack. I know how it feels like to lose everything. So that losing everything is now something that I heal people with. So now what I'm saying to you is that the lesson you have gotten of losing everything is that now you can no longer, you have graduated. You cannot, it's something that you now know, you have experienced in it. You can be able to help other people that have the same problem. So having a spiritual gift means that you have to start using it. So, and I see that you're saying you are praying and you are part, which is a very good thing. But now you are a healer, and that is good because you don't have to be taught by anybody to be a healer, but you then need a mentor, somebody who's going to show you, like just one thing that I've talked about, chakras. If you are a healer, you must heal your own chakras, but then immediately you can start to help other people with their chakras. So having a spiritual gift means that you have to use it. But because there isn't a school like being a doctor where you go to and get, to study medicine and come back and practice, we sort of sit with the gift for too long until things go wrong that we could have sort of fixed earlier. So what I'll say to you is that find a mentor. So you I even talked about this today. We are having a healers retreat in the middle of June in Durban. So these are people with spiritual gifts that not know what to do with them. So they are coming to learn the practical part of spiritual healing so that you can come back and practice and help other people. So most of the things that we do there is you learn things, simple things. I mean, from understanding how to read a person's energy, telling them what is their problem, to understanding how to chase away bad spirits, how to call back their blessings and stuff that have been taken or lost or they've given away because they did stuff. Jesus, I'm back here because stuff happened, things went wrong. Somebody slept with another person's husband and then they lost their gifts, blessings. Now we have to beg for them to be forgiven because they thought they should do such things. But anyway, let me go back to the topic. Now, you are going to learn those kind of things. Then when you come back, we do a simple launch. And you tell people, I'm here, I'm ready to help. And then, of course, because you have been given this gift and it's been with you all along, people know already that you have the healing, but you're just the one who has never said, I'm ready to heal people. And then you start to work and consult and heal people. It's that easy. You don't even need a chicken. You can use one if you have to, but you don't need one. So it's easy for you to start using your spiritual gift. It's that easy. I tell you, I work with a whole lot of people every year that are initiating and becoming healers, and it's not that hard. But specifically, if you came with a gift that is already packaged nicely and is ready to be used, that doesn't need a lot of methods that are hard. So what I will say to you is use your gift. You will see miracles. And of course, you'll start with one person, and then the next thing there's 5, then the next thing there's 20. That's all. I mean, you chose to come here. You said you wanted to come here and do this. Might as well get started. Okay, I hope you got answered, Amu. How do you connect better with your guides? So that is the important thing of continually be cleansing yourself. So you have to be cleansed. And I don't mean just the bath salt, the salt bath. There's a whole lot of ways of cleansing, but you need to cleanse your spirit. You need to cleanse your heart. You can't be a healer that is still having jealousy and envy and haven't forgiven people. You have to cleanse yourself. God can't talk to you if you are not cleansed. And I don't mean the river one. The river is the end. The river is if there's things that are attached to you, then I, as a spiritual healer, can stand in the gap for you and cleanse that for you. But for you, you have to do your part. You cannot have a heart that is not correct. People be like, I don't remember my dreams. You haven't cleansed yourself. There's no way you're going to remember the dreams and have the messages if you are not cleansed. And you have to cleanse your heart. You have to be the one who understands that you are now clean. And being clean is being clean. From removing the wrong people in your life, from making sure that your heart is clean. You can't be a healer that sees, you know what I'm talking about. You have to have a good heart. That is number one. For you to hear messages from God, for you to be able to help God's people, for you to be able to hear from your ancestors and your guides, you have to have a clean heart. Like, your ancestors will never be able to talk to you when you don't have a good heart. It's just that simple sometimes. So that is why it's important for you to do your own healing first. That is why then, if you are a healer then and you come to me and you say, I'm ready to do the work, I have to start you at, how toxic are you, child? And then we start fixing you. Once we have fixed you enough, we've cleansed your chakras, we've cleansed your heart, you stopped the drama in your own life. You put down all the wrong relationships and all the stuff that is wrong in your life, which sometimes it's so hard. So that's why you need somebody to help you do that. Then you will see that you will hear the messages like this. And of course, I'll take you to the river just so that I make sure that you are clean. Oh, okay. Okay, so Amigla says, so one doesn't have. Wow, guys, nazi nangihlalisa ku-social media today. I don't even know how many hours I've been here. Damn, I might as well, because wow. So Amigla says, so one doesn't have to go through Uktwasa. I really need guidance and knowing that my gift is knowing what my gift is specifically. No, not everybody. I think you didn't catch the first part when I was talking about the fact that why Twasiwa. Uktwasiwa is not for healing. Uktwasiwa is for another healing. It's healing the other people's. I don't know, talk about this, okay? But you can then become a healer if Utwasila, but Utwasa is not for becoming a healer. You don't have to Utwasa to be a healer. No, you don't. I mean, in America, there are healers and abattoirs. So you see, you're right there. So, I mean, I was initiated with a person from India, from America, then more from Jane, Africa and South Africa. Most of those people don't even know Twasa Yikini. Okay, fine, they initiate, but they initiate like, well, of course, we use Zoom. Yeah. So, but it's, of course, it's because of the work that I've been sent to do. It's in all these countries that also Europe. Yay, my Europe story, guys. Yo. Okay. So you don't need all that stuff. So you can just send me a WhatsApp and ask me all these questions. We will talk. Like I'll explain to you exactly what you need to do. And it's not hard. It's not gonna cost you anything. If you are a healer, you have come here with a gift. You just need to use it. That's all. So guys, and also, I mean, if you know yourself, you're still sitting at the corner, you're not sure if you're a healer or not, definitely you are one. So make sure you're coming to the retreat in June. It's June 10 to 12. Is it June? It's June 12. It's June. No, what date is the retreat? June 12 or 11? Oh, this one. Okay, it's June. Let me check. It's June 10 to 12 in Balito, in Durban. Send a WhatsApp. Come through to the Healers Retreat, guys. We're going to be talking about making magic. And you know what? If you've ever been scared that somebody can bewitch you, you better come to the retreat, because there I'm gonna show you science. Science, guys. I always said this. You know this. I always say to, if a person comes to hurt me emotionally and like irritate me, I know it's my karma and it's fine. I will go and ask the Lord, what is it that I need to learn? And I will clear my karma around that issue. But if somebody comes to me with science, witchcraft, woo, wee, but there's no karma for me because you started me. I'm going to experience with you. Just that. Sometimes our guides don't want us to fight for ourselves. I mean, I hardly have to do anything. Like, the more you help people, the more protection you get, because everybody that you have helped, their guides help protect you, because now they are thankful that you have helped their child. So I don't need to be doing all this stuff because I'm protected all the time. And most of the time, my guides, even when there's something that somebody that's trying me, they just go and fix it for me. But just for sake, I wish somebody try. The science, the craft. Hey. Okay, so America says, when's the retreat? Okay, I said when's the retreat? It's in June 12 to, said what? June 10 to 12. June 10 to 12. It's a weekend. Okay, Miss Williams says, I'd like to change my contract. Shame, I think I was given the wrong. Look at this one. Okay. So Teboho says, how does one know exactly what is their gift is? You know what? Of course, all of us have different gifts. You are a healer with a different gift. You specializing in different things. So when you start the process of finding out about this gift, then you will know. So the moment you start practicing, you will know. And there's like general practitioner, like zonke bonke, and then you can specialize. You can be a gynecologist, you can be a eye specialist, you can be a surgeon, right? So a first thing, zonke bonke ngena one line. So then while you're in the basics, then you would learn what specifics you need to be focused on. So just for me, I now every day find more specific fields in niches that I practice in, but most of it I just work with energy. I clear the bad energy out. Like, that was the basis of all energy healers. That's what we do. And it's spiritual, it's all of it. It's the same thing. We all do the same thing. We all have the one goal of making sure the person is clear in terms of their energy, because that's when they can do something about their lives, change something about their lives. Then there's people who will, like, maybe like more witchcraft. Thank goodness I'm not there. But of course, I know how to make sure that whatever is sent goes back to sender 5 times. I add. Okay, I'm gonna read all the other promises. I love the science part. I just want to continue that. I was only child science. This thing is, once it's scientifically, we can put maths. I passed maths with high cunning, maths and physical science. I did experiments. I am not scared of science. The craft. No. Play with me with other things. Like, let the Lord send you to help me clear my karma, and I will cry and you will make me cry, and I will pray and I will ask God to show me what is it that I've done wrong to deserve this that you've done to me. And that is fine, as long as it's not the witchcraft. Once you send the science, there I have a right to make sure I sort it out. The Lord gave me a mind to use the science. I will use it. Okay, so I'm just looking if I missed other comments on Instagram. Pagalicia said today I'm on fire. Charlie, I told you I'm from the other place. Guys, one day I'll tell you what happened in Zanzibar. I need to call a Zoom meeting so that, you know, because I mean, literally, Mark will block me forever. If I can tell you that story here, Mark will block me everywhere. So we need to have a Zoom meeting. And I'll tell you. Uh, okay, I think I've read everything on Instagram. Unless there's something I missed, please just put it up on Instagram. I think I've gone and checked everything. I should have read everything. GM says, I believe they are my ancestors. Bees. I believe they are my ancestors present. Yes, very true. On communication tool as well. I'm addicted to Patla. Am I normal? Hi, man. Yeah, no, bees have a very important part in the spiritual stuff. So like for me, it's mostly birds. So other people is bees. There's different things like different. I don't want to call it spirit animal because that is a little bit more tense, and you have a spirit animal that is connected to the specific calling that you've been called with. But for messages, like you can have more of animals that show up for specific messages, and bees. One of the things that bees show up for is money and a whole lot of good stuff. So no, you're not. I mean, Upatla is supposed to be twice a day. Like if you can get to 3, well done. Of course, all of us live in the mountain. Like we have way across the hiking thing. We live in the mountain because we have to go there and connect with the spirits and connect with that grounding. So Patla is very important because also Mau Patla, you can't miss information because all the time there's something that you need to be knowing, specifically if there's something bad that you need to know urgently. If all Patla, then you will get that stuff quickly. Promise says, you look fresh and energized. There is something great that happens. I can feel your vibrations too high. Child, I was going, you know what? As I was supposed to go and prepare for the retreat. I was never ready because Jesus, my own things. I was just going like, okay, we need to prepare for retreat because we need to be talking about magic. We need to go and understand the stuff there I need to understand. Did I get files I was never ready for? I tell you, files and files and files for lifetimes. Njengoba ngisho ngithi Mark will block me. We need a special Zoom meeting. Okay, yeah. So I was just saying, GM, that it's very important to do Upatla every day because that is when you get the messages. If you can't do it twice a day, of course, do it once a day. And of course, try go to the mountain as many times as you can, whenever you can, and go to the river. Don't enter the river by alone. Don't do it. You just can just go there for the energy and do your prayers there, but don't enter the river. You must have somebody that is knows what they're doing. Don't enter the river by yourself. Just it's not okay to do that. It's tricky. Okay. So Tando says, how do you forgive people who have wronged you? I struggle with this. Like, how do you let go of the hurt? Very important question. You know what? Let me give you the quick answer. When you do not understand the lesson of what happened, you will not forgive nor forget. Once you understand the lesson of what you needed to learn, which is Tando in that part, is how you are contributing to this problem. So this person comes and cheat on you. You deserve it. Because it means that if you are in a relationship with this person, you and the person are the same vibration. So you need to change your vibrations, number one. You deserve them. You are the same as them. Now, what are you learning about that part that they're doing to you? Are you learning self-love? Are you learning to choose you, stuff. The moment you get the lesson, you are actually thankful to the person. That's what I'm saying. If a person comes and throws stuff at me, shit like that at me, I always go quickly and I sit down in my prayer room and I light candles and I say, why am I crying? Because this person has done this to me. Why? I need to understand why. And then I'll get the answer. Oh, this is your toxic ways. This is why you connected to this problem. This is why the problem is in your life. This is what is not right with you. And then I fix it. And then the person tomorrow I can go and hug them because they are a picture of what I need to fix. And I know every time a person does that to me, they are sent by the Lord to come and fix me. And sometimes they don't come in a nice way. So it can be your boss, it can be whoever, but those people are sent to come and wake you up. So if you don't want to wake up, then you go and go being angry with everybody in this world, hating on everybody. I tell you, if you have learned to do that, you will not have one enemy, because everybody that comes, you will thank them for coming and giving you that gift. So then you cannot hold anybody accountable for anything, because you will actually be thanking them for coming and showing you this. So if a person does me wrong, betray me, whatever, which normally does not happen. I mean, my life is so boring lately, hey, now that I think about it. But then let's just say it happens. I go fix myself, and I am thankful that this has happened, and then I am cleansed from it. It goes away. I do not, because I can't heal people when I'm angry also. Remember, my heart has to be correct for me to do the work of the Lord. I can't heal people when I am dirty in this case. So every day when I go, before I start work, I have to say, God, I come to you, forgive me where I've done wrong, and fix me before I start the work. Because when I start the work, I need you to speak to these people through my mouth, and you cannot, the spirit cannot pass through a place that is dirty. So I have no choice. I have to forgive every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Literally, Tando, it's a horrible thing. I have to forgive every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But then the thing is that every time there's somebody long kubabo, there's somebody that touched me the wrong way, I have to ask, why is this one touching me the wrong way? What in me is being touched? Then I heal that thing. Then you live a good life. You will have money, because if you're not angry, you will have money. Most like, oh, these things happen to you, nice things. I mean, child, top good life when you don't have anybody you're holding tight. But like I'm saying, then you witchcraft me high. No, I'll never say that, guys, again. You are. Tando says, even if it is family, I always betray myself. People always show me how they are, and I still open my heart to them. I think, self-love, Tando, self-love, self-love. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got a whole entire course. Is what, 28 days on self-love. Please, Tando, get that course. Get the angel course. Self-love is very critical, because guess what? The Lord can't come here by himself to fix you. You need to level up. You can't allow you. Now, the thing is that if you don't have self-love, you're going to let everybody walk all over you. Then how many people are you supposed to forgive? You have to forgive people every day? No. Fix yourself so that then nobody's walking all over you. Then you have less problems in life. You know, most of the problems we have is just because we have allowed them to happen to us, because we haven't built ourselves enough. So if you now have self-love, you will not allow anybody else to come and gag on you. Then you will not have to be forgiving people. You see, fix the problem. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Tando says, thank you. I needed this. Thank you, babes. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so I've got a promise saying, ngaze ngahlala guys Facebook nase-Instagram ngimincane on a Friday. Promise says, sorry, I logged in late, but how do I prepare spiritually for the retreat? I have not paid yet, but I know my guys will give the money before the end of May. Yeah, so promise, we're gonna start at end of May. We're gonna start the process of preparing spiritually. So I normally give a pre-work that we need to do on the retreat. Now, very important, promise, thank you for saying that, because if you want to come to the retreat and today you don't have money, my guys work like this. You ask for the money, and you truthfully, not that you wanna go and have fun with the money. You ask for the money. Say, I want money for the retreat. I want to, and of course, your heart must be in this. You must really want to understand. You must really want to go to the retreat for the right reasons, for the purpose of healing yourself, for the purpose of healing others. The money will come, exact amount, and you will be able to go to the retreat. It has happened so many times. So many people, it has happened to them that if it's time for you to go, in your heart, you just have to ask. That is how I work. The man, even for a session, a simple session, there are so many people who will come to me and say, I need a session, I don't have money. I'll say to them, go ask. And they will come back in 2 days and say, no, the money came. I don't work for free. And I told my guys very nicely, I don't work for free. But if you want to come to me, I'll tell you, go ask, and you will see the money will come. There is going to be something. You're going to get the money and you will come. So if you don't have money for the retreat, go and ask for it. I know for sure you will have the money and you'll come and you'll do it. So that's not an issue. Let's just talk about the retreat that you need to come to if you know you need to come to. Okay, so Hezekiel says, how do one interpret a reoccurring dream that seems so real but tend to be a dream over and over, e.g. catching a fish of different sizes? When I was a kid, hey, yay! All right. Now that dream is amazing, by the way. So it's a message. So, and it keeps recurring because you need to sort of get it at some point and you are not getting it. So how do I want to explain this quickly so that I don't make it too long. The thing about dream interpretation when Hezekiel is that different dreams mean different things to people. In this case, catching a fish means catching abundance, basically, just in the basics of it. But then that abundance might come to you in different ways. Let's say, in different ways. So it is important for you to then just light up a white candle and ask, why is this dream keep happening to me? Can I get the message of this dream in another way? In a way that I can understand. Nomhle, come check. Sorry, guys. So, you will get the same message in another way. So, the good thing about it is, just for me, every time when I had a dream that I don't understand, I will ask, can I get information about this dream in another way? And then I'll get a YouTube video that will explain to me things about my life that I needed to know. Then let's say 2 years later, I'm like, I found out now, maybe now I understand what this dream means. I'm like, oh my goodness, that time when that dream happened, it was actually telling me about this. And I actually then found the information in a different way. Okay, so you just have to ask for another way of something is happening and you don't understand. It could be anything, like you getting angel numbers, you getting this and you don't understand. Just go back and say, I don't understand this information. Can I get it in a much lighter way? Then, just like I'm saying, you then see a video and then it answers a lot of your questions. That is what the dream was supposed to give you the answers to anyway, the same questions you have. I mean, as I'm just telling you my own experiences when I don't understand something in the spiritual realm, I just go and ask for a different version, because your guides will give you the same information in 50,000 ways. You just have to choose one. And if the dream is not working for you right now, tell them to give you another one. Me, I'm very, very, very like snobbish. I trust my asking abilities. Of course, I know manifestations, right? So I know that every question must get an answer, and I always get the answers. But you get used to that. Like I always say, all healers, you need to get to a point where you ask a question now and you get the answer now, and you don't have to wait for tomorrow. Either you like the answer or not, but you must get it. So yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. I hope that was answering you, Hezekiah. So, but catching fish definitely means catching abundance. That's the basic of it, and it might mean more things for you depending on your situation. Okay, after how long when did we start this? At 2? Hey, now it's 4. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. It's fine. I'm gonna do another video on this. I think next week, and talk a little bit about on that video I'm gonna talk a little more in scriptures. I'm gonna show you the stuff we were talking about in scriptures. Apparently, I'm supposed to do this for the Christians. Hallelujah, bazalwane. So apparently I'm supposed to come back and explain everything that I explained in terms of scriptures. And I mean, I have them, just that I don't have the energy to do it today. So I'll come back next week and I'll bring you the scriptures. The Lord is going to help me to be able to do that. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more, but we're going to be looking at with the scriptures, with the Holy Bible. I don't know if you have Quran. Sorry, I don't know Quran. I only learned I learned a little bit of what is that one for Buddhist Bible is what? It's called what? Torah. Yeah. I can't even remember. I can't believe this. So I read that a little bit for I think about 3 months. I was in a retreat, somewhere, and we were reading that one for Holy Scriptures. But I know the Bible. Me, I studied Bibs. Jesus, I studied Bantu education. I have Bibs and the Bible in and out. So next time I'm going to be explaining all the stuff that I explained to you in scriptures. So please hold your horses. If you need a scripture, I will give it to you. Okay, so Matlohonono says, I always leave your space feeling like life is easy. Man. Of course, child. What do you think? We are here for the soft lives. Life is easy. I tell you, we have a lot of problems, but you know how we roll. We don't have money problems. If we have money problems, we fix them quickly. So me and you, if we must talk about your money issues, we must talk about them. Then you can have other problems like I can't find you a man child, but I can directly find you money. Don't know where to find one. Man, I can't. You will have to do that by yourself. But money, we have to. That one I know. That one for sure. For sure, I can help you with that. I only make it out myself. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for joining me, ma'am. Okay, Promise says, sorry, I logged in late. Oh, okay. So I saw Promise's message. Dumi says, please don't talk about witchcraft. It's not good for us. Dramatic, yes. Joy says, so after doing a clearing on a colleague, they started beeping and they don't ask if they have a matlock. Joy, don't do this to me. So, okay, Joy. So you see, you did a clearing for them, which means that you removed the rubbish, and then Amadlozi now can speak. Because when you are burping, the burping is saying your ancestors are coming in a good way. You are not having a seizure type vibe. You're just burping. When you're burping, our ancestors are called. They are telling you yes. So like sometimes when I'm having a clearing, a person will be burping while I'm talking. I'm like, okay, fine, yes, woman, it's okay. Don't know, guys. What I'm laughing at, don't even ask. But me, I don't burp. By the way, just saying. Oh, look at all this. Well, there's other stuff that happens. Just it's not bathing, so I'm just gonna rub it in for the ones who are bathing that I don't. You see, I do the videos nicely. I don't have. Because oh my goodness, the Zangomas just come here. I will be bathing like a nobody's business. But I don't. But anyway, Joy, for that purpose, it means it shows you that the person had things that were blocking them and you did the clearing. Once you've done the clearing, then you know when we were doing our healer's journey that when you clear up the energy, the messages comes in quickly and they come in clearer. So that is the same question that Hezekiel was asking. I don't know, somebody else was asking, how do I connect with my guides? You need to clear yourself. So sometimes you can't clear yourself like that. So, Joy here is one of the healers that I work with. So she did the work of helping the person to clear up the stuff. Then the ancestors start speaking better. They're sending her more messages. So do they have amadlozi? Oh man, child, everybody has ancestors. I mean, like, it's not a secret. When they ask you ukuthi unibani amadlozi, babatshela ukuthi zonke bonke, everybody has ancestors. Yes, yes. We are in Africa here. Everybody has an ancestor. Okay. Oh, the whole world has ancestors anyway. It's not like it's special, but we are special. I mean, ours is like a little top notch. Here in Africa, in the southern hemisphere, we have top notch stuff, like the pure quality ones. Everybody else has, but we have like good ones. Do me says, please, please, please do. Oh, I read this one. Okay. All right. Okay. We've done the Instagram ones. My goodness, she likes the science part. Hi, my queen. You guys. Yeah, indaba science. Guys, indaba science. You don't need indaba science. You just make sure that you are protected. That's the other thing we're going to learn at the retreat. Above all, you understanding science, you must know how to be protected. So if you have high protection, you don't even have to know science much. It's easy because nobody can go through. And then protection also must be maintained. That's why you should be very careful who's around you, who you're sleeping with, who you are drinking with. You see, because energies share vibes. Okay, thank you guys. Totally 2 hours and 6 minutes. Thankful for this time. Until we meet next week when I bring the Bible. Who wants the Bible next week? Ononke nje nibhekele. But anyway, it's fine. We'll talk about these things, more things next week. I don't know which date, so please make sure you click, you like, you subscribe, you share, so that when I do the other video, you can see me when I go online, just in case you didn't see my poster if I said what time I'm gonna start. So other than that, I'm gonna save everything. Please make sure you share with other children. Please make sure that you click on the notification bell so that you can see when we start other videos. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely Friday afternoon. Bye bye, guys.